Hey guys, today I'll be bringing you my 2015 makeup and beauty faves. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to call this video, but these are all the favorite products that I've used throughout 2015, and I really do love and recommend all of these products. They're all my favorites, so let's get started because we'll probably be here for a while. First, I'm going to do the non-makeup faves because I think I only have 5 of them. So the first thing is a perfume, and this is Prada Candy, and as you can see, I've almost completed this rollerball. I got this for my birthday earlier in 2015, and I just love this perfume. It's a sophisticated sweet scent. It's really, like, I can't really describe it any other way. I really like it. I'm wearing it right now, but obviously you can't see that, but it just smells so nice. This is my all-time favorite perfume, and I'm so glad I have this. And then this is also a perfume, but it's just an overall scent thing. This is the Vanilla Bean Noel Fine Fragrance Mist, but I just love the Vanilla Bean Noel scent. I always knew about it, but I never tried it until in like January because Pretty Pistol 86 or Cherish was raving about Vanilla Bean Noel. So I decided to try like a mini size, and I fell in love so hard, so quickly, and it is now pretty much my all-time favorite Bath & Body Works scent. So I just have the Fine Fragrance Mist. I also have the shower gel and a ton of lotions to go through. So I just love this scent. It smells like sugar cookies. I find the Bath & Body Works body mist to be somewhat alcohol-y smelling sometimes, and this one, you can smell it sometimes, but overall it's just the sugar cookie scent. I really love this, and I bought the big size so I could have it for the whole year, and then I might end up repurchasing this in the fall, not the fall, the winter as well when it comes back. So this is just a really good basic sugar cookie vanilla scent that I fell in love with this year. I have a skincare product. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Boosters Daily Scrub with white tea and a vitamin E. So this is just a nice, like I said, daily facial scrub. So it's really good. It smells pretty fruity and it's very gentle on my skin. I don't think it has any like acne treatment or anything, so it should be good for most skin types. I don't know if sensitive skin would like this because I don't have sensitive skin, so I don't know, but it's has little exfoliating beads in it, and it's gentle enough to use every day, but it does exfoliate some dead skin off your face and helps remove makeup. I remove my makeup before I cleanse my face, but I still like to cleanse just to make sure I get everything off. This is a really good one. I've gone through 1, 2 of them, I think, so I love this product so much. I have 2 nail polish favorites. This one, actually I got both of these from Maria Makes Up in her swap. This is the Glaze Turned Up Turquoise nail polish, and I went through a whole bottle of this a couple years ago and I missed it, but she sent it to me not even knowing that this is one of my favorite polishes. This is a beautiful turquoise color, and it's not a matte neon. It has some shimmers in it, but you don't notice it as much on your nails or toes. It is separating a little bit just because I haven't worn it since like September or October, so it's just been sitting in that position for a while, but if you shake it up, it's fine. It's just a beautiful matte neon turquoise color, and it's a great spring and summer polish. This does chip pretty quickly on my toes because, I don't know, it's like weird. If I put a top coat over it, it tends to like peel off quicker, but it's beautiful and I really do enjoy it as a summer and spring polish. This one is more of an everyday polish. This is Orly's Rage, and it's just a metallic rose gold type color, and it's beautiful. I love wearing this. This is like my go-to polish if I don't know what to put on my nails but I want to wear nail polish. This is what I put on, and it's just a beautiful color. Of course I'm not wearing it today. I just wanted to try out a new glitter, but that's what this looks like. It's gorgeous. I've worn it in a ton of my videos that I'm actually wearing nail polish, and I really love it. And now on to beauty tools. So the first one I'm going to share with you is my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I fell in love with this product this year. I got it in about April, and this is my first year really wearing face products, so I needed something to like apply my foundation, not make it look too cakey, so this is perfect for that. If you have issues with your foundation looking cakey or applying weird, definitely try out a beauty sponge, preferably either the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques sponge. I actually haven't tried the Beauty Blender because I love this thing so much. It just applies foundation so beautifully, and it makes it really mesh into your skin nicely. And then it also works with blending out concealer, applying cream highlighter, and I just love this, and it's about $5 or $6 at Ulta. Next is an eyelash curler, and this is the Shiseido eyelash curler. I got this a little over a year ago in a swap with Katie Nicole, who I miss so much. I don't know if she still watches my videos or YouTube, but she did used to do videos. But I got this from her, and this is such an awesome eyelash curler. I have hooded eyes and I have tiny eyes, so it's hard for me to find eyelash curlers that really work for my eyes. And this works really nicely. It has a nice curve. It's not too much. You really have to find the perfect eyelash curler for you because everyone has different eye shapes, but this one works for me. So if you have hooded eyes, this one will probably work for you as well. And I used to have issues with eyelash curlers pulling out my eyelashes, or I don't know, it was just like painful to use them, or the pads would fall out. So this is great. This is a high-end eyelash curler, but it was a gift, but I would probably repurchase this because it's just a really nice eyelash curler and I don't want my eyelashes to fall out. But eyelash curlers do last you for a while, so I think it is worth investing in. So that's what mine look like. This one's kind of a little bit weird because it's technically like a makeup empty, but this is the Covergirl Clump Crusher wand, and I use this to comb out my mascara when I have clumps in it. I do love this mascara itself. I haven't had it in about a year because I've been going through other mascaras that I've received from like friends and swaps, or just friends decluttering their collections, and beauty boxes from my BeautyCon beauty box. So I just wanted something to comb out my eyelashes when they were clumping up, and this is perfect for that. I do need to get another one in the future because this is old. I do clean it, but I definitely think this works to comb out your eyelashes. You could also use just any kind of plain throwaway mascara wands, but this is what works for me, and I need to get another one eventually. And then the final beauty tool that I have to talk about is this Zoeva buffer brush. This is the 104 buffer brush. And Christine Gross, who sent me a ton of German makeup and skincare, and then some chocolate as well, which was so much fun, and I'm so thankful. This is the buffer brush, and mine's dirty because I did use it today. I usually do not like brushes for my foundation. I tried the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I know a lot of people rave about it, but it just made my foundation look so streaky and cakey, but this doesn't do that. This really blends it into my skin super nicely, so it like sinks in, it like looks like your skin, and it's just a nice brush. I really want to try more Zoeva brushes in the future, and I do highly recommend this if you don't love foundation brushes but you want to try something. This really works for me. And now onto the face category. Like I said in the video, I really did venture into face makeup this year. I never really used to wear it before, other than like concealer and then foundation, like very, very rarely for like special occasions. But I really fell in love with wearing face makeup this year, and now I feel weird going out without it, which it's just because of my redness on my skin. I'm completely comfortable going without makeup, like going out, but I feel like I can't go out with just like eye makeup anymore, other than like mascara. It just like looks weird on my face. So I did branch out into some face makeup this year. I do have one foundation to talk about that's not here with me today. I went through 2 Revlon Colorstay foundations in the normal to dry skin formula this year, and I really liked that. That was like the first foundation that I found that really matched my skin really nicely and worked really well. I liked it because it was kind of like a semi-matte finish, but if you mixed a liquid illuminator into it, it gave me a nice dewy finish, but still it's kind of cakey on me sometimes. So that was one foundation that stood out to me this year just because I went through 2 of them, but I really found a foundation that I really like. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. I just love a dewy skin look. I think it really suits me. I just like having a nice glow to my skin. This is a little bit dark for me. This is in the shade Porcelain, and most foundations are too dark for me, but I just blended into my neck a little bit, and then it's weird because my neck is really pale but then my chest isn't, so I just kind of blended down my neck and like whatever. I'm not too worried about having a little bit too dark a foundation. If someone says anything to me, I'll just be like... Anyway, this is a medium coverage foundation. I do pull in some concealers to cover up some redness, and it does cover up my like pimples if I have any pretty nicely. I really like this, and it's pretty cheap drugstore foundation. It's about $6 I think, and the Revlon Colorstay is like $11 to $13 at drugstores, so I highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. I was skeptical at first, but I'm really happy I tried it, and now it's one of my favorites. But now in the future, I want to try the Too Faced Born This Way foundation because I had a sample of it and I really liked it, and it did remind me of this a little bit, just a little more dewy. But anyway, this is great. I have two concealers that I really liked this year. This was the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15, and this is a very full coverage thick concealer, but it does blend into my skin nicely. It doesn't look super cakey unless you like pile it on, then it would. But that's what that looks like. I did hit pan on it recently, and it is in a current Back to MAC project pan right now, so I will be using it up, but I will most likely repurchase this in the future because I just really like this concealer. It's something I can always go to if I have a really hard to cover blemish or if my redness is really prominent that day. So this is a great concealer. And then this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I've gone through two of these already. This is my third, and I'm so happy I discovered this concealer. This is a really beautiful under eye concealer, but I've also used it to cover up pimples and redness. It just really works nicely with my skin. It gives more of a dewy finish, but if you put powder on it, then it's like more matte. It's really nice, and it's one of my favorite products that I discovered this year, like all time. Cream and liquid highlighters became my best friend this year. I fell in love with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, the liquid ones, and this one is in Moonstone. I've used up two of the little spotlights and that little trio that was a holiday set from Ulta, and that was in the shade Opal. So I used up two of those, and then I have this one, and then now I have Pearl because I passed on the Champagne Gold one. So Moonstone is kind of like, it's a little lighter than Pearl, but it's definitely not lighter. Moonstone is a little bit darker than Pearl, but lighter than Opal, so I'm blending this onto my skin, so that's what that looks like. Hopefully you can see the glow and the camera picks it up. It is a gorgeous highlighter. I have it mixed in with my foundation today, and I just love mixing in liquid illuminators with my foundation because I love that dewy glow. Like I said it a million times this year, but I like a glow, so this is definitely a favorite product of mine. I didn't get to use this specific shade as much as I'd like to because I was panning two of the Opal ones, but I'm so happy I get to use this, and I only have the Pearl one left, so I'm just going to mix and match these throughout the year. And then another cream highlighter that I loved, this is the Essence So Glow Cream to Powder Highlighter, and this is also from Christine. And as you can see, I have used the absolute crap out of it, so that's all I have left of it. And I do want to use this up this year, but I would probably consider purchasing this in the future because it's just a great drugstore highlighter. So this is more of like a pearly highlighter. So that's what that looks like. It is right here. So hopefully the camera picks this up as well. It is a beautiful highlighter. I use this as a base for my highlighter, and I use that Becca one as well for a base, but mostly I just use the liquid ones to mix in. I really just love this. If you don't like cream products, because I know many people don't, maybe try a cream highlighter just to see how you like it, or at least a liquid one to mix in with foundation, because I guarantee you'll really like the look if you have drier skin, maybe not if you have oily skin. I don't know, I just really like cream highlighters, and I'm surprised more people don't. One blush really stood out to me this year, and this was MAC Warm Soul, and this was the first blush that I really received. I got another blush from Katie in like a gift for Christmas, and this was one of them, but I decluttered it because the pigmentation was just kind of off. It was one that she decluttered and passed on to me, so she didn't really like it either. But this one is beautiful. This is MAC Warm Soul Mineralized Blush, and that's what that looks like. And I've really found that I love these types of colors on my skin because it's like a bronzy color, but it's not too much for my skin. So that's what that looks like. It definitely looks better on my face than in a swatch, in my opinion. It just gives me such a nice, beautiful glow, and it does define my cheeks. It gives me some bronziness, but not too much, and it's just a very pretty blush. And I know it's a favorite on YouTube as well. And then I also fell in love with this. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I know that this does have a decent amount of alcohol in it, but this is the one that I've been using a lot throughout the year. I really want to try the Tatcha Dewy Skin Luminous Mist or something like that, or the Mario Badescu Rose Water Toner or something like that as a setting spray, or even Max Fix Plus. But this is one that I used 4 bottles of, 5 including this, throughout the year. It gives me such a nice, beautiful glow, and it definitely tones down the cakiness if I went a little too hard on my makeup. So this just is a really nice product. I went through a bunch of these this year, so I do go through it fairly quickly, but it's really nice. It's a drugstore product. Next, I have a primer to talk about. This is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. This is a very illuminating primer. It's a lotion consistency, so if you can see it on my hand, it kind of just looks like that, and if you rub it in, it just gives you a beautiful glow, and it feels very moisturizing on the skin, so that's what it looks like, but if you blend it in, it doesn't look as white as that. It's just a really nice product, and I like that it's drugstore, so I'll be able to use a primer from the drugstore that's inexpensive, but will still make my face look beautiful. And then the final face products that I want to talk about are eyeshadows as highlighter, and I really got into that this year. One of my favorite eyeshadows to highlight with is L'Oreal Infallible in Iced Latte, and I'm actually wearing them on my cheeks today. Hopefully you'll be able to see my glow a little bit. But it's really beautiful. It actually kind of reminds me of a similar look to Champagne Pop, at least in like pictures on my face, and I don't know, it's just really pretty. So it looks like this, and it's like pressed pigment, but it's really beautiful. It is beautiful as an eyeshadow as well, but my absolute favorite way to wear it is as a highlighter. That's what it looks like on my finger, and swatched, it looks like this. So if you have this eyeshadow, definitely try it as a highlighter because it's one way to multitask your products, but it gives a gorgeous finish. Like, I don't really want to buy any powder highlighters because I love this eyeshadow, and then the next one I'm going to talk about so much. I really just don't feel the need to buy one, at least right now. I do in the future, but I still want to try to get some use out of this. And then another eyeshadow that I fell in love with using as a highlighter is Urban Decay's Virgin from the Urban Decay Naked palette. That's what that looks like right here. And this is more of a subtle highlighter, but it's still just as beautiful. So that's what it looks like on my finger, and swatched. I'm going to swatch it right here. So that's what it looks like. This is very similar to me, in my opinion, to High Beam from Benefit, and like a powder version of that. I love these, and I did get a lot of use of my Naked palette this year. As you can see, I used up Sin, hit pan on Naked, and also hit pan on Half Baked. So this is also a favorite this year. I'm still definitely head over heels for this palette, but I really specifically loved this eyeshadow Virgin for using as a face highlighter, but I also loved pretty much all of these shades. I didn't get a ton of use out of Hustle, Dark Horse, Creep, or Gunmetal just because I was panning other darker shades, but I still want to try to use this palette and make progress on it throughout the year, but this isn't a pan that palette challenge for me because I have other eyeshadows that I'm panning, but I do love this. Even though I was panning my Too Faced Naturalized palette and MAC eyeshadow in Shimmer Moss, I really did fall in love with palettes this year that weren't those ones. I got this BH Cosmetics 88 Neutral eyeshadow palette this year, and this is more of like a warm tone palette with some cool tones thrown in there. So that's what that looks like. I've used this a decent amount. I haven't hit pan on anything, and I haven't used it really as much as I'd like to because I was panning that palette. But these eyeshadows are absolutely beautiful. I really do think the quality of this is really good. So I'm going to swatch a couple for you. So here are just a couple swatches of them, just like random colors that I decided to swatch for you guys. But I did get this for $10 at Marshall's, and I definitely think that $10 investment was a good one. These eyeshadows are just a teeny bit powdery, but they blend out really beautifully. They're very soft, very pigmented, and there's just a nice variety of colors in here. So I definitely think BH Cosmetics is an underrated eyeshadow brand, or just brand in general. So if you can find these palettes maybe on sale, I would definitely pick them up because I do love this one, and I can't wait to use it more throughout 2016. Another eyeshadow palette that really stood out to me this year is the Naked Basics 2 palette from Urban Decay, and this palette looks a little bit weird because I have 3 shades gone. I crushed up these 2 because I just didn't like them. I completely used up Skimp, and this was just a nice beautiful highlight color, but then these are awesome crease shades. So there's Stark, Frisk, and Cover. I will be panning this palette in 2016. I just find the shades to be very versatile. You can use them as crease shades. You could probably use these as eyebrow shades. I have used this to contour today, just very slightly, and I just mixed Stark and Frisk together, and I have hit pan on Frisk. I just really like this palette, and I'm gonna be sad when it runs out, but I do want to try to use these shadows up They're really beautiful, buttery, pigmented, blendable. They're just all around great eyeshadows. I just really loved palettes this year. This is the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette, and I will link any videos that I have reviews on any of these products down below. I do have a review and swatch video of this, but this is what my palette looks like. It's dirty. It's like really messy. So these are what the shades look like. I have dropped this palette, so this Unafraid shade is gone, but I've hit pan on Undressed and Uninhibited. These eyeshadows are just really great quality. I haven't tried the Lorac Pro palette, but I just really think the quality of these eyeshadows are really nice because I just haven't really tried Lorac eyeshadows before, but I'm really happy I did. Here are just a couple of the swatches. Some of the mattes don't look as pigmented just because when I was swatching them, I still had like makeup remover on my hand because I've been swatching the crap out of my hand today. So they didn't apply as pigmented, but on the eyes they apply so beautifully and blend out really nicely. So that's what some of the shades look like. I've gotten so much use out of this palette this year, and if you love warm tones, you will definitely appreciate this palette. My favorite shade is the shade in Unleashed right here, and I haven't hit pan on it. I haven't used it as much as I'd like just because when I want to wear it, I'm like, oh, I have to go to work today, so I don't really want to wear it because it's just a very, very intense shade, but it's just really pretty. I really like this palette, and I'm very happy I have it and that I got it this year. 3 cream eyeshadows really stood out to me this year, and 2 of them I used up and don't have with me. One of them is MAC Painterly, so I'll insert a picture of that right here. And then one of them is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Nude Pink, so I'll insert another picture right here. Both of those are just really beautiful skin tone bases, and I would repurchase either of them. But the one I actually have here to share with you is Benefit's Birthday Suit, and this is one of their creaseless cream shadows. So that's what the writing looks like, and it's really cute. It came with super cute packaging. A little bit cuter than this, but I still like it. And it is just a cream eyeshadow, and I'm almost done with it, as you can see here. It's just really pretty. It is a gorgeous taupe color. And sometimes if you blend it out, it can look more of a bronzy tone, but it's mostly cool tone, but the sides of it kind of look bronzy depending on where it hits the light. I am in love with this cream eyeshadow. I haven't even like tried panning this, and I just used that much of it this year. It's not even like I was forcing myself to use it. I just loved it. So I would definitely pick up more of these in the future. I really want to try RSVP, but this is definitely a color that I would repurchase again. And I like to use cream eyeshadows under powder eyeshadows to make mine stand out a little bit. I'm not one of those people that really wears cream eyeshadows on their own, but I probably could because my eyelids aren't super oily, but I just prefer this on its own. And I believe this is the last eye product to talk about today. This is the NYC liquid eyeliner, and I think this is my absolute favorite liquid eyeliner. I love the Wet n Wild one too, which is the Mega Liner, but this one just lasts so much longer. I usually would fly through those Wet n Wild ones, and I think this is very comparable in price. So this is a brush tip applicator, so it looks like this. And it kind of squares out at the tip, which I really like because then I can make really precise wings. So it's pretty black. It dries matte, so that's what the color looks like. And I'm wearing it today. This is like the only liquid eyeliner that I've used this year other than pen liners that were given to me from friends, and I just love this. This is so cheap. It's like $3 or cheaper. I think this is a really great deal, especially for how good the product is. And I don't find that this like flakes off or smudges super bad. It does smudge if I like cry, but it doesn't really smudge like during the day at all for me. I find that it lasts really nicely. And the final category is lip products. So of course I have 2 MAC lipsticks, and these are the only lip products that really stood out to me this year. The first one is Syrup, and that's what this looks like. This is a luster finish lipstick from MAC, and this is just a nice mauve color. Of course I'm not wearing it today. I wanted to wear a brighter lip, but this is kind of like a sheer mauve pink color, so that's what that looks like. And I love this for every day. This is a perfect shade any time of the year, and I just find that it's super comfortable. I feel like it's pretty moisturizing, and this is like my favorite lip product ever, pretty much. And I love MAC lipsticks. They're my absolute favorite formula of lipsticks. And then another MAC lipstick that I fell in love with this year is Faux, and this is a satin finish. And at first I didn't really like the color of this, so that's what it looked like in the tube. and it is kind of like a brownie and pinky nude color, so that's what this looks like right here. I wore this to my cousin's wedding because I was a bridesmaid, and I also put it on her and mixed it with a lip gloss. It just looks really pretty. I think it's the perfect fall nude color because it kind of gives you that Kylie Jenner lip trend without making it too brown. I just think this is like one of the most perfect lipsticks ever, and of course it's a MAC lipstick, which makes me happy because MAC lipsticks are awesome. Those are all of my beauty product favorites throughout 2015. I think I have a pretty good mix here of face, lips, makeup tools, and non-beauty products. So these are just all of my favorite products throughout this year, and I'm very, very happy with each and every one of them. Thank you so much for being such a big part of my 2015 year. I made some really great friends off of YouTube and Instagram, so thank you so much for being with me and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing 2016 year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.